Could you just talk about what makes Gabe Gross effective as a hitting coach and what he's meant to you guys in your time here?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the biggest reasons why I committed here. Left-handed hitter, and Gabe is too, and he played in the big leagues. And I don't know if mechanics is the right word that Gabe teaches. I think it's overall approach and learning the game and figuring out your spots to take chances and not. And coming into college, I thought it was all about just hitting a fastball and reacting to a breaking ball. And Gabe's shown me that there's levels to that. Your first couple years, can you start backspinning balls into the gap, and then those backspin doubles turn into home runs, and it's little stuff like that. And I think it's more approach oriented than it is, hey, we're going to change X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I think just the experience that he brings to the table. Obviously, like a 10-year big leaguer is a great thing to have in a coaching staff. And I think that, kind of like Ike says, the mentality that he brings to the game and brings to the field every day rubs off on us. And he does a great job of teaching, not, like Ike said, not only the mechanics, but the mental side of hitting as well.
Jonathan in the back.
This one's also for both guys. I know Coastal's not an SEC team. The Sun Belt's a really good conference in its own right. 21 straight wins is 21 straight wins. Can you just talk about what you've seen from them, rather in your study or film work, and what kind of you're up against this weekend?
Yeah, anytime you win 50 games in a year, it's a big deal. I think they're the only team in the country to have 50 wins. So it's a really scrappy group, and looking forward to a great weekend and competing against them. I think they have a really good pitching staff, and our guys are hopefully up to the challenge, and we're all really excited to get going.
Yeah, I think offensively, it's more of they want to basically score one run an inning. They want to get a guy on, get him over, and get him in. Type of offense, and if you make a mistake in that, and if they sack bunt, that's when and you misplay it. That's when their innings turn into big innings. Pitching wise, it's power stuff. It's power from the first two guys, and the third one's a sinker baller, so not as power. But on the back end, they got a power lefty and a power righty to close it out. And I think as an offense, we just got to try and win the middle innings.
Jonathan in the back.
Hey, this is for both you guys. Starting with Ike, this program has had a lot of success recently, but never clinched a trip to Omaha at home. So the opportunity to play this super regional here in Auburn and potentially win, what does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, it's huge. We watched when they clinched it in Corvallis 2 years ago, and we're just really excited that we get to be at home in our own beds and be in a park that we're familiar at. And I think it brings comfort. It also brings excitement because we know we'll have a great fan base behind us.
Yeah, I think this university deserves it. This fan base deserves it. This ballpark deserves it, and overall the program deserves it, I think. And that's just our little piece of history, I guess. But yeah, with the renovated stadium and everything, everyone doing a great job around Auburn for the last 3 years has been a huge part of it, and we're excited.
Jason.
I'm going to keep the both of you questions going. What does it mean to have Dutton on the mound in game one of a situation like this?
Confidence. We know we know who Sam Dutton is, and we know how he's gonna pitch, and we're confident playing behind him. And yeah, just confident.
Yeah, I think I would probably just repeat that. It's a steady presence on the mound from pitch one. You know what you're going to get, and he's able to calm the game down whenever he needs to, and bring up the energy when he needs to. I think he does a great job of that. He's just a veteran guy that we'd love to start the series with.